Wow. Wow. I feel destroyed. Really destroyed. Like yesterday evening. Wow. I still can't believe it. You know, yesterday I repaired this organ and then just, wow, finally again. Feeling a lot better. I did what we call in Germany cat wash, like washing yourself like a cat underneath of a sink, just some water. It's fine, it's okay, just for the next couple of hours. But yeah, yesterday was, wow, was just wild. You see, due to COVID, I didn't have a lot of friends over here in the studio. I didn't party at all. Like, my life was just being here in the studio, which I like, absolutely love it. But having some social contact is really good every once in a while. And there wasn't enough during the past 1.5 years. So since yesterday evening, we, like the city I'm living in, we dropped below a certain threshold of people being infected. And this threshold means that restaurants and bars are allowed to open again just outside. And it's not really warm here in Germany, but it was packed. Like, on my way from the studio to my parents to have dinner yesterday evening, I just looked outside from the car and I saw people like sitting there and drinking. And I was like, wow, it's finally happening. Life is back. There are people on the streets. Like, it just made me instantly happy. And then like, I called a friend who was anyways around, and with 2 other friends. And then we were like, hey, why not hang out a little in the studio, play some drums, and have some fun listening to loud techno music in here. Escalated a little, but like no real full party, just like hanging out with friends. Everyone was tested, because like to go to bars and restaurants you need to be tested right now, but at least you're allowed to go there. What a joy. I've missed it so much. I can't wait for the first club, like going back to a club and, I don't know, just rave a little. Just hear the music really loud, drink a gin tonic. That's all I want. Anyways, next up. I can play some beats. I can do like double the kick, double the snare right behind each other, playing 8 notes right here, opening up on every 8 note. I've trained it to, like, my brain just says on that one, I just open it, close it. And since yesterday I can play the crash on 1. This was a little tricky because you have to move the distance, like 1 here with the kick together, and then the 8 alone, and then snare and the hat, and then snare, kick again. And I can also do like small fills. It's like, yeah. Just give me like 2-3 more months. I'm actually like excited. Playing the drums, fun. Also yesterday, everyone played the drums. It's like my favorite new thing right now in the studio. I'm really glad I actually got it. I was first like, is it really necessary? And a lot of you were also like, you don't really need it, you can't play the drums. But I learned it now, at least a little. And for the first month, I'm cool with that. Next up, doing like big fills and playing like more complex beats. So yeah, all done with that more annoying kind of stuff, and this usually never happens to me, but I fell asleep on the couch. I usually work 24/7 and sleep as little as possible, but today, like with the party yesterday and not sleeping a lot, I just had to. Every once in a while this just happens. But I think it's deserved. I've worked really hard, especially now during COVID. I'm working extra long because there's nothing else to do. And yeah, those days, those hangover days are, as always, perfect for another hangover story time. This time, like, something small. So actually 2 simple things that are kind of stories, but stories that still hunt me a little every once in a while. So the first one, it had just happened like yesterday. I went to get some gas for the car, and my card didn't work, which I'm always afraid of. Like that second, I realized every time I'm paying somewhere, I'm afraid of not having enough money. I'm always afraid of that the card that it might bounce and not work, which happened to me a ton back in the days. It happened so often because I was always broke. I had maybe $50 on my bank account, and then like something got deducted, like insurance or whatever, and I had like zero or was even in the minus, and I went somewhere, wanted to buy a Coca-Cola, I don't know, like chewing gum, like something small everyone could afford, and it would bounce. And then it's so embarrassing. You have to leave the stuff there. The cashier guys, they have to call someone with a key to reset it. Ah, man, it's still in me. Every single time I pay, I'm afraid of it not working. Although I'm actually not in that situation anymore, luckily. But the majority of my life was like not really having anything, or like being just broke because I was so stupid, or now at the end actually smart, to just do what I love no matter what. Because most people like making music, making art, or whatever they want, but they don't like it enough to sacrifice everything else. And I did that for 10 years. That's the reason why I'm where I'm at right now. Because I had this year where I was investing into now and taking the risks, like getting my studio, big risk, didn't have to rent for it, but it now actually worked out. And I'm about to take another risk, and that is like doing this live performance show with the light and playing my own music live. I don't know how this will turn out, but I hope it will turn out as good as the other things where I took a risk and they actually worked. It really depends on how much you work yourself towards making it work. And for the second story, I need Vanessa. Like she's part of it. Ah, that time back then was so nuts. Beautiful enough?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah. She's always like before the vlog, like hair checking. But
Well, I don't want to look stupid, and
no, you never look stupid.
you're
don't
fixing
worry.
yourself as well before you start vlogging.
Yeah, sometimes. Like
Always.
You remember the one time where I looked down onto my?
No, I don't.
That's another story. Today, I need you for like. You remember the time we moved to Berlin?
Yes.
And how little money I had?
Yes.
Like little.
Little to no money.
Yeah, like no. For this, was it half a year? Yeah.
Yes. 6
For
months.
that half year, we rented out a place, and we didn't buy any salt and pepper.
We always got it at Burger King.
Yeah, we went to Burger King. They have like little packages with salt and pepper, and we took it there. That's how broke I was. Like
Yeah, even though it's not expensive to buy.
No, but I was like, I had so little money, I didn't want to waste it on something I could get for free. And let me know. Some of you are already around for the past 5 years since I started daily vlogging. So maybe you have one of those stories where you didn't have anything. I remember back in the days, like, things were different, way different. But you can also go back and check it out and see how everything evolved. It's kind of interesting. Maybe one day I have the time to go back and watch everything. That would be fun.